Brian T. Shirley joining the Dave Mack Show today, talking a little bit about independent film and some really cool stuff you've been doing. Brian, thank you for taking the time to join us this morning, first of all.
Oh, thanks for having me on.
Now, some of our listeners might remember when you were on the show before, when you were playing locally, but you have spent a lot of your time developing independent film work. You've got a couple of different TV shows you've been putting out there. What exactly are you working on, and what do you have going on right this minute?
Well, right now I am currently in the middle of the No Strings Attached E-News Online International Film Festival. We went live July 1st with our accepting early submissions. We're going in 3 phases, Dave, early, regular, and late. And we're going to wrap up taking submissions September 15th.
Okay.
That's going to be late.
So it's an online film festival. Is that what we're talking about?
Right, but this is kind of unique the way we put this together. We've been working on this. I think I was working on it, starting to work on it when I was with you.
Yeah,
last.
we talked about it briefly.
Yeah, and it was kind of in the infancy when we were. It was barely just conceived when we were talking. What we've done is No Strings Attached. E-News is an online magazine, and this is designed, to get more viewership to the magazine, but also we've put together a media platform where we are going to expose folks' independent movies, or if you're mainstream, that's fine too. But this is for folks that have a lower budget, especially because we're taking $15, $20, and $25 for the submission fees.
Oh wow!
If you know anything about film festivals, they're usually a lot higher.
Oh my gosh, yes, they make so much money just on entry fees. It's amazing.
Right, so we're not going to be making much money, but that's fine. We are taking sponsors too, and not only are we giving these folks, we're having winners and everything. This just isn't, just for you to, get your film online. We actually have a process we're going through where the board of directors will cut all the movies to the top 3 in each category. We're going to watch them and do that, and then we have a celebrity judging panel that is going to pick the top film in each category, and that top film will be getting a distribution deal with Chamois Media Group.
Really?
And yes, we're talking Hulu, Amazon, Netflix. And then
that's a big deal, man. That's a big deal in the independent film world. Now, your celebrity panel of judges, is it going to be like, the old Gong Show where Jamie Farr and J.P. Morgan and all those, the people, is that who's going to be doing the judging?
We've got an incredible panel. We've got folks like Ricky Muse, who is an actor. He was in Trouble with the Curb with Clint Eastwood. I mean, we've got a lot of independent actors like that. Gordon Daniels. You won't believe this. Yeah. We have got Donnie Van Zant and Ronnie Van Zant.
Really?
38 Special and Leonard Skinner.
Holy moly. That's enough. Just knowing that those cats are going to see it, that's enough to submit something right there. I'm serious, man.
Yeah.
I've done a couple of indie films as an actor, producer, director, and it's an incredible thing that is available now that didn't exist 20 years ago or 25 years ago when we had that. There was the in the 60s when you had Roger Corman films where he would spend $30,000 and it ended up looking like he spent $15,000. And then you had in the early 90s Robert Rodriguez with El Mariachi where he got it in the can for $7,000. And then Clerks, and there was that renaissance of indie film, in the early 90s. Now, you don't have to print to film and all that. You can actually shoot digitally, and with this online indie film, festival, you can, produce the film and actually have somebody see it without having to go to the expense of the print.
Exactly, and we are also taking web series too. Web series are another of our categories, and those are getting big now too. It's kind of like an offshoot of independent films almost, where you're seeing some of these being picked up by Netflix or whatever. I mean, some of them have gone a long, long way, and I don't remember off the top of my head, but there have been some web series that have turned into online mainstream TV shows.
Well, you've actually produced a couple of those yourself.
Yeah, I haven't. I've got one I need to edit. We need to shoot some more, but I actually had one. It's called Bingleton Socks, and it went to a film festival. Recently, in a documentary I was in, actually won Best Short Documentary in a film festival a couple weeks ago.
That's
so
cool.
I'm still. I didn't produce that one. It was just a documentary on my life in the military. But I'm still, and this is what got me into doing this film festival. And as you know, doing independent films, and especially if you go to a film festival, it kind of gets in your blood a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. I went to a film festival and saw the one that eventually won this award. And yeah, it just gets in your blood because you sit there and you watch these people come up and talk about their movie, and then the fans are up in the crowd or whatever watch it, and it's just neat. It's just really neat.
That's why I wanted to have you on talking about this, because right here in the coverage area for News Talk 95.1 FM and 1450 AM, we have, I know of 3 different groups that have made a number of independent films in the area that have got limited distribution deals here and there. And we have because Alabama, this particular part of Alabama allows you to be within a couple hours of the beach. You've got the mountains, you've got older looking downtown, available. You've got big cities that are fairly close. It's a great place to shoot. And so we've had there actually is a very active independent film community. And I wanted them to make sure to be aware that you have this going on. And it's not just Brian T. Shirley in his garage. I mean, this is a big deal with a lot of different people. You're just the guy that we know to contact because you do stand up and, again, your webisodes and things like that. You've been very active in this for years. How would somebody get involved? How do they get in touch with you, and how do they submit?
Well, they can just go directly to the site, and I'll leave a link on your Dave Mack Facebook page. Let me tell you all real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not just me. I'm the executive producer, but we have an incredible board of directors. Tamara McClure, who is an actress herself, Vanessa Hundley, who has a web TV show out of Atlanta and does a lot of entertaining. Thomas Paris, owner of Savannah Comedy Review. Micah Loya, CEO of American Hearts Radio Web TV Network. Beatrice Davis, who owns No Strings Attached News. Carla Arroyo, who's our IT lady, and Ordaz Jeter, who also helps out with the IT world. They put together, you'll see the posters, they're beautiful. And the site is incredible. And Janice Hermson is our media director, and she's fantastic. She's got her own radio show out in Nevada. We are covered from Puerto Rico, or the Philippines, all across the United States. We've got Nevada, Chicago, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Florida. We are all over the place. So we have an incredibly talented team of board of directors that are not only putting this together, but we're taking the films. Some of us are actors, some of us are filmmakers, so we know what to look for. So we're taking your films and, like I said, cutting to the top 3. You can go to the site and check all of it out. There's a submission, but you submit right there on the site. It's really clean and easy, and we want YouTube or Vimeo clips, links, and that makes everything so easy. And we're not one of these, and I'm not down on any other film festival, but we're not going to say, if it was made 3 years ago, you can't submit it. No, we're open to all that, and we're also open to people that already have stuff online. If it's online in the public, we don't care. Still submit it, because I've looked at a lot of them.
George Lucas at one point said that you never actually finish a film. You abandon it. You finally get to that point where you just have to stop working on it, because it's a work in progress. It's art. There are, I'm going to put a link to a website that actually has the top 10 television shows that started out as web series only. Broad City is on the Comedy Channel. It actually, or Comedy Central, it began online. Web Therapy. Now, that's one with Lisa Kudrow, where she plays this therapist. It actually started out in 2008 as a web-only program, and it won a Webby Award and then got picked up on TV. Drunk History is another one. Ugly Americans, another one. These are all programs that actually began exclusively online that then, grew a following and were picked up by network television. It's amazing what is possible now. And it's like, you just have to, write your script, grab a camera, and shoot it with whoever's available. and get your career started. And this is a great place to start, where you have an outlet where you know people are going to watch it, they're going to give it its due, and you never know, man. Your entire life could change by submitting to this one festival online, where again, it's not $250 or $500 to submit. It's what, 15 and 20? Is that what we're talking?
Yeah, 15, 20, and if you get it in, late, it's 25, and that's 2 weeks in September.
Wow,
2 weeks.
Amazing.
And I got to tell you, Dave, Mack, before we go, and it's great to talk to you again. And this is what all this is about, is networking and meeting people. And we have already had some incredible submissions. We have a filmmaker, Todd E. Braley, submit one of his movies. He just did Great White's latest music video.
Oh, wow. How fun.
I mean,
that's amazing.
That's the level of talent that we've already got submitting. I'm not telling them that he submitted a horror movie, and it was incredible. We have 2 web series already submitted. That one of them all about Manos. It's funny as hell.
Oh,
but we already have some incredible talent that's brought stuff to us, and that's what's exciting about this too. Seeing what these folks are doing and helping them get exposure, helping them, bring their stuff out and have people see it. That's really the basis of this whole thing.
I love it. Brian, we're talking with Brian T. Shirley. He's a comedian. He is a director, producer. He's got a couple of television shows he's worked on, webisodes, and now the independent film that you can actually go to my Facebook page, and Brian's going to post everything on there, and then we'll take it from there and put it across all of our social media through WDNG Media. Brian, appreciate your time this morning, brother, and best of luck with this. Let's stay in contact, okay? And as we walk it through the paces, so we can remind people of the cutoff days.
Sure, and we might have to have you next year be one of our celebrity judges.
Hey, I would love it. I would love it. Although, if you're going to put me as a celebrity, I am like, on the celebrity totem pole, I am one guy above the mimes and one below the clowns. So, just so you know, that's where I fit into that. Brian T. Shirley, thank you much. Hey, where can everybody hit you up, Brian?
Just go to BrianTShirley.com, and you can check me out.